The Knicks may have won a championship, but no, I'm not thanking James Dolan. So unless you've been living under a fucking rock, you probably saw that the New York Knicks won a championship. If you're a lifelong Knicks fan like me, I wasn't a lifelong Knicks fan. I started out as a Minnesota Timberwolves fan, and I became a Knicks fan because of two players, Carmelo Anthony and Kristaps Porzingis. Now both players would end up leaving. Carmelo's contract just for where the team wanted to go. Carmelo's contract was just not working out. They didn't want to keep him on the team. They wanted him to go somewhere else because they wanted to take the team in a new direction, right? Totally understandable. The one thing that's always puzzled me is trading Kristaps Porzingis. I understand things work out the way they do. We trade him, end up getting able to bring in Brunson, and things work out the way they do, right? But the Kristaps trade has always puzzled me. But then I remember how much of an asshole James Dolan is. So if you've been a long-time Knicks watcher, then you already know that James Dolan's awful. I don't have to explain this to you. But if you're new to basketball, or if you've joined the trend of a new Knicks fan, and you think, sorry, it's balaclava and my mustache, my beard, it's driving me crazy. I don't know why I decided to do the video this way, but I wanted to do something a little different. I look like the fucking U-bomber. I look crazy. But, so, with this Knicks team, you know, we have a lot of really interesting guys from various backgrounds, and a couple of guys from New York, a Dominican, a fucking Puerto Rican, a half Filipino black guy, a bunch of really interesting, cool dudes. We have our first black Filipino champion, Jordan Clarkson. It's just a really awesome time for New York basketball, right? But I was watching the parade while I was on my lunch break, and James Dolan's an asshole. I mean, like I said, though, if you're a Knicks fan, you already know this, but let me walk you through kind of the various reasons why he's an asshole and why I'm not going to thank him for this Knicks championship, but I'm going to thank the players that worked their ass off, and I could thank Leon Rose, because he's pretty responsible for why this was able to play out the way it did and why things worked out, right? So, with James Dolan, my biggest thing with Dolan is, especially recently, dissing Zoran. Zoran's brought the lowest crime to New York in a long ass time period. Not only that, but outside of the memes of him bringing a championship to New York, you just don't like him because he wants to tax you, you scumbag, James Dolan, you piece of shit, you scumbag. He wants to tax you. He also wants to remove your tax breaks so they can use your taxes, which you shouldn't be getting a lifetime tax break on MSG just because it's above what is it, Penn Station? I think Grand Central, one of the big train stations there, right? They want to renovate it. Well, they want to remove the tax break. Dolan's pissed about all this, and so his way of lashing out is making a couple little fucking jabs at Zoran. But one thing I want to hint at specifically is a little jab that he made in regards to Zoran talking about how it's for all these different players that have suffered, that played for the Knicks, for J.R. Smith, for Melo, for Emmanuel Quickly, R.J. Barrett, he was named Langston Galloway. He named everybody, really. He really did go through the list, right? Iman Shumpert, even, which I thought was really cool, is a big Iman and J.R. Smith fan. He named the guys I really loved on the Knicks, as a Knicks fan, right? And when Dolan comes up to speak after Zoran, he says, you don't have, your quotes ain't gonna buy my vote. He's like, if you're a real Knicks fan, you already know. Yeah, but this is the thing. You're gonna try and take all that history because those guys suffered because of you. You made New York a hellscape. You signed Carmelo and Amari to them fucked up ass contracts that basically financially locked the team. You made those terrible ass trades. Outside of the McHale trade, which now is kind of getting vindicated in a certain way because the Nets haven't done shit with them picks anyways. Fuck them picks, right? So you're the reason why the team has toiled and suffered for so long. I solely blame James Dolan as the reason why the Knicks, it's taken 53 years to get to a finals or win a finals, and it's been, is it 27 years since the last finals? 99, right? But I'm just at the end of the day, James Dolan's an asshole. Zoran Mamdani's a good mayor, and my New York Knicks are champions, and I can't be mad about that. This team toiled in the depths of basketball hell, playing some of the worst, most ugliest, ungodly fucking basketball known to man. I mean, to the point where the shit was unwatchable. Like, you turn on the TV 2017, 2016, you're liable to see Derrick Rose on the bench because he's dealing with injury issues still, forever. You're liable to see Melo dribble the shot clock out, take 30 shots, hit 40% of them, drop 30 points, have a really good personal game, but see everybody else on the team play terrible minutes. You'll see young guys toil and fail because they're not given starting time, they're not given real playing time, or if it's the Tom Thibodeau era, they're being ran into the fucking dirt. Because that's the one last little bone I have to pick before I end this quick little rant off about the Knicks, because I'm working on a nice little semi-scripted video about bag work that I'm excited to do, right? So, last little thing. Zoran made a comment about Tom Thibodeau. Zoran, the reason why we didn't win, the reason why we fell short the years before is because of Tom Thibodeau. Also, as a coach, he did fail this team. Playing Josh Hart into the fucking ground, playing Anunoby, playing all these guys into the fucking ground, playing them so long and not allowing the bench to shine and flourish. Because guess what Mike Brown did? Mike Brown came in, revolutionized the way this team played ball. Started playing the bench more, started trusting the bench more. You got to see Jordan Clarkson, who I'm a massive fan of. I love Jay Clark. Jordan Clarkson balled the fuck out. OG Anunoby balled the fuck out. Your bench guys, outside Josh Hart, balled the fuck out. You had a bunch of bench guys balling the fuck out. I don't think Josh Hart's a bench guy. My apologies. Landry Shamet, Pacom Dadiate. I wish my man Tyler Cole played minutes, but there just wasn't time in the rotation. And then just to say, Spurs, to move forward, you need to figure out who will take De'Aaron Fox from you. You need a better guard. You need a better PG, especially a better starting PG. You need someone who's got better time management, better ball handling, and has a better job of managing the game. Especially a guy who, De'Aaron, I understand he's not really a veteran because he hasn't had playoff experience like most guys in the NBA have at that point in their career. They have at least some level of playoff experience. He has not had that until he got to the Spurs, toiling and suffering with the Sacramento Kings. However, that does not excuse your horrendous game management. As the veteran starting point guard, De'Aaron Fox, you are the man. You are supposed to be the lightning rod of this offense, and instead we saw you fail in every fucking way imaginable. And that's all I've got to say on this little NBA Finals rant. The Work in Progress podcast is on a hiatus. Mano Caveman host, he's doing some shit. Alright, we got some things in motion with him. I'm doing my own bag right now. We're still cool. There's no beef. That's my brother from another mother, my best friend forever. There's no beef, no static. We're just putting the pod on hiatus so we can get things better. Let this shitty sound quality stay to me. That's all I'm going to say. There's going to be some upgrades. Things are going to get better. But, thank you guys for checking in. Thank you guys for watching. This video is probably going to go up like almost a week after the finals are over. But that's fine. I'm busy. I'm working 10-hour shifts now. So, thank you guys for watching and enjoy.